Well, I can't throw a discus very far, but Lane Vormans from Columbia Falls High School can. It was a disappointing ending to a great season for the Montana Grizzlies as they fell 48-23 to their rival Montana State in the first ever playoff rematch between these two teams. Runners from around the world are lacing up their shoes this weekend for the Missoula Marathon. Breakaway roping is one of the fastest growing sports in rodeo, and these chutes are where it all starts. DP World Tour golfer Riggs Johnston grew up playing at the Cabinet View Golf Club here in Libby. Despite having a young team and a new coach, the Wolfpack softball team is hoping to continue hanging up championship banners. Growing up, Reed Hicks ran all over Columbia Falls, and his hard work and dedication, which started right here, got him an invitation to the 2026 Special Olympics USA Games. It is easy to spot Reed Hicks at a Special Olympics event given his ability to run far ahead of the pack. And while he's been racking up wins in local Special Olympic events, his performances qualified him to represent Montana at the USA Games.
I'm excited, and it was my dream, and I really appreciate my mom trying to get me to this.
Hicks' running jersey began as a kid where he says he would run away from his mom in the mall. Eventually, he took the built-up energy he had and ran in more appropriate places.
I love it. I did cross country. I ran Bloomsday. I ran Bloomsday 3 times.
Having a team during his high school years helped Hicks hone his craft and become the runner he is today. However, things were not so easy after he finished high school, given the fact there was no Special Olympics team in Columbia Falls, and Hicks is loyal to his hometown.
When he graduated high school, he kind of lost that ability to compete in sports. So we started our own team in Columbia Falls. It really enhances his life, and it really enhances everybody's life that gets the opportunity to do Special Olympics.
Now that the Columbia Falls Panthers exist, Hicks has been able to train for the big competition coming up in June.
I've been at the gym, running on the treadmill. I've been on the track. I did my 4 laps. I did everything.
And Reed is ready to show off what he can do on a national stage for his teammates in Columbia Falls.
Appreciate all my teammates, and they appreciate me. I help the team out a lot with my fastness and all that. They appreciate me. I'm happy I made it that far.
In Columbia Falls and Kalispell, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports. To call Will Hollensteiner fast would be an understatement. In 2025, he helped his team hoist the state championship trophy by winning the 200 and 400 meter dash, the 300 meter hurdles, and the 4x400 relay, where he closed a wide gap as the anchor.
I think what was going through my mind was I got these seniors out here and I want to do it for them. They've been busting their butt for 4 years, and I didn't really think I was going to catch them, honestly. I was just trying to run a good race for my last junior year season race, and I kind of just went out there and kept running, and I saw my sights going around the last 100 meters and just why not go catch him?
That performance at the state meet and the rest of the season caught the attention of the next level, and Hollensteiner announced his commitment to continue running at Purdue University last November.
And I was like, this is where I need to be if I want the greatest success. And they also have a lot of 400 guys down there, which from my previous years here at Flathead, it's helped me a lot to be running with people that are up at my speed and just racing each other almost every practice and get a competitive edge with that.
But even after setting an all-class record in the 400 and being a part of a record-breaking relay team his sophomore year, Hollensteiner still believes he has higher standards to set for himself in his senior season.
I'm just ready to get better. I'm kind of leaning towards, because now that I have a school picked out, I was thinking about doing the decathlon next year, but now I'm just 400 hurdles and maybe 200. And I think the 400, I just want to come out here, break my state record again, hopefully earlier in the season, and just keep getting better every day.
And Hollensteiner hopes the improvement he makes this year will set him up well for his college career, where his ambitions are even bigger.
I don't want to just go there and be one of the guys in the team. I want to be, by junior, senior year, if not earlier, I just want to be top guy, running the great 400s, and just try and score some points for my team over there.
In Kalispell, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports.
The environment was crazy, with the fans to the players. Everything was just such a uniquely awesome experience.
From Montana to Ireland, Libby native Riggs Johnston was the first person from the state to compete in the Open Championship. However, he was not the only Montanan there, as his team is made up of a tight circle of friends and family, including his caddy Johnny Selak, who grew up with Riggs in Libby.
I still think about it. I'm still kind of coming down off just being there and making the cut was just cherry on the top.
Also among Johnston's team is his manager Tony Rosanova from Bozeman, who is also the father of Riggs' longtime partner. Rosanova got to view the Open from the stands rather than on the course, but during that weekend he shared that experience with other important people in Johnston's life.
I was able to do an interview with his grandmother walking down the 18th fairway as Riggs walked down the 18th fairway on his first day on Thursday. And the emotion that I felt just being associated with him, and the emotion that she felt and his mom felt as they were watching him walk down the fairway really locked it in for me.
And for Johnston, knowing his supporting team and family were all there for him at his biggest tournament yet is something he'll never forget.
You know, not a whole lot of guys make the weekend on their first major, but just knowing that they've been there from the start when I was 8 years old and started playing tournaments and traveling around in the motorhome all the way up until that, and the kind of the biggest stage you can get on. It's pretty cool to, you know, think about that journey.
Now as Johnston continues his journey into professional golf, his tight-knit team wants to work hard to ensure he has the best career possible.
I mean, there's people out there on tour that don't have much family. They really are on their own. I think it's like very lucky for him to be able to have all these close surrounding people that take care of him and look out for him, because everybody really loves him, and so we want the best for him. And yeah, that's a very important role right there.
In Kalispell, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports. It's time for the Class AA State Championship, where the Billings West Golden Bears will be taking on the Glacier Wolfpack. 2 will enter, but only 1 will come out with that state title, so let's see who's on the top of 2025. After a long run from the Golden Bears brought them into Wolfpack territory, Glacier's stout defense kept West out of the end zone and they settled for a field goal. Later, Presley finds Dylan Banzit deep for a scoring threat, but the Wolfpack would also settle for a field goal, and we're tied at 3. Later, West is driving, and it's Ethan Kostelitz who gets the interception and runs it all the way back to the red zone. But later, Presley's pass is tipped up in the air and intercepted at the 1-yard line by Walker Olson, and we would go into halftime knotted at 3. The second half was a completely different story, though, as Presley finds Cooper Pelk to make it 1st and goal. Then Presley does it himself and runs in for a touchdown to give Glacier the lead. On the next drive, Asher Konopik gets the direct snap on 4th down to extend Glacier's lead. And that would be the difference maker, as all the Wolfpack had left to do was run out the clock and take a knee for their 2nd state championship in program history with a 16-3 win over Billings West. In Kalispell, Derek Joseph, MTN Sports. The last semifinal of the tournament between Melstone and Circle was a low-scoring effort, but that didn't stop Allie Kuntz, who scored multiple buckets inside to jump ahead. Let's skip to the 4th. Melstone down 3. Maggie Ike knocks down the 3, count it, and the foul to take a 1-point lead. Then trailing by 2, Ike ties it up with the layup with only 10 seconds left. Circle trying to answer. Madeline Malin's shot is no good, but Lily Beery is there for the rebound and the putback game winner. And Circle advances to the championship in style, winning 47-45. Between Frenchtown and Havre, it was all defense until the bottom of the 6th inning, where Delaney Magnuson drives in the first run of the game to put the Bronx up 1-0. Then to add on some insurance, Brooklyn Smith hammers a 3-run home run to give the Bronx a 4-0 lead. But the real story was Ryan Lucier, who was perfect through 6 2/3 innings, and with 2 strikes on Mariah Johnson, she sends a solo home run over the fence to spoil perfection, but Frenchtown would still hold on to advance with a 4-1 victory.